It's just after midnight in a quiet hotel parking lot in Texas. The air is thick, the lights are harsh, and everything that's about to happen will be caught on camera. A man steps into the driveway, a car idles nearby. Within seconds, a marriage collapses, a life ends, and a single decision becomes impossible to take back. This isn't a crime planned in the dark. It's a moment of betrayal, humiliation, and rage, played out in full view. And when the engine finally stops, one question remains. Was this murder, or the moment someone lost themselves completely? It began as a marriage that looked immaculate from the outside. A successful dentist, a respected orthodontist, 2 daughters, a large home in a manicured Texas suburb where lawns were trimmed, secrets were not, and appearances mattered more than truth. Clara Harris believed she had built the perfect life. But perfection, when cracked, doesn't shatter loudly. It fractures slowly, quietly, until one moment changes everything. And on a humid July night in 2002, that moment arrived in the form of headlights, asphalt, and a decision made in seconds that would echo for decades. The marriage. Clara Harris was driven, intelligent, precise. Dentistry rewarded control, and Clara thrived on it. Her husband, David Harris, was equally accomplished, an orthodontist whose career brought prestige and comfort. Together, they were admired, but behind closed doors, the marriage was unraveling. David was distant, unavailable, defensive, and Clara felt it. There were unexplained absences, late nights, sudden secrecy. Then came the suspicion, quiet at first and consuming. Clara hired a private investigator. It was a decision that would seal her fate. The affair. The investigator didn't take long. David Harris was having an affair with his receptionist, a younger woman named Annette Cook. Photos were taken, timelines documented, evidence stacked neatly, clinically, just like Clara's dental charts. But knowledge didn't bring closure. It brought obsession. Clara confronted David repeatedly. Arguments escalated. The marriage teetered on the edge of collapse. David promised to end the affair, then didn't. Promised again, lied again, and each lie tightened the cord. On July 24th, 2002, Clara learned that David was not only continuing the affair, but planning a future without her. That night, everything broke. The hotel. The investigator tracked David to a hotel in Houston. Clara followed. She arrived unannounced, her daughters in the car. Inside the hotel, David and Annette were together. What happened next unfolded rapidly, emotion overriding reason, adrenaline overpowering restraint. Clara confronted them in the lobby. Voices were raised. Hotel staff intervened. Police were called. David was escorted out. But the story did not end there. It moved outside, into the parking lot. The moment, surveillance cameras captured what words never could. David Harris walked across the hotel driveway. Clara was in a Mercedes. She accelerated. The car struck him. Once. Witnesses screamed. The sound was unmistakable, metal against flesh. David fell to the pavement. But Clara did not stop. She reversed, then drove forward again. A second impact. David tried to move, tried to crawl. Clara reversed again, and struck him a third time. The engine stopped. The silence returned. David Harris died at the scene. Aftermath. Clara was arrested. She did not flee. She did not deny what she had done. But the question facing the court was not whether she killed her husband. It was why, and more importantly, how much responsibility could be assigned to a moment fueled by rage, betrayal, and emotional collapse. The prosecution painted a picture of calculated vengeance. 3 impacts, they argued, meant intent. The defense argued temporary insanity. An emotional storm so overwhelming that Clara lost the ability to reason. The jury watched the surveillance footage. Again, and again, and again. Each viewing stripped away distance. Each replay forced them into the moment where emotion crossed into violence. The verdict. Clara Harris was convicted of murder. She was sentenced to 20 years in prison, but Texas law allowed for parole. And in 2008, after serving just 6 years, Clara Harris walked free. The decision outraged many. To some, the sentence felt like justice diluted by sympathy. To others, it acknowledged the complexity of a crime born not from greed or malice, but from psychological collapse. The debate never settled. It still hasn't. The questions that remain. Was it premeditated or impulsive? Did Clara intend to kill? Or did she lose control entirely? Can betrayal excuse violence? And perhaps the most unsettling question of all, How thin is the line between heartbreak and destruction? Clara Harris was not a stranger lurking in the shadows. She was a professional, a mother, a woman whose life mirrored those of millions. And that is what makes the case so disturbing, because it suggests that under the right conditions, with enough pressure, humiliation, and emotional rupture, ordinary people can commit extraordinary acts. The silence after. Today, the hotel parking lot looks unremarkable. Cars come and go. Lights flicker on at dusk. No plaque marks the spot, but the story lingers. In courtroom footage, in surveillance frames, in the uneasy awareness that sometimes the most dangerous moments don't announce themselves with ringing signs. They arrive quietly, with headlights, and a decision made in seconds. If you want, I can also adapt this into a 15-minute YouTube narration script. Write a cold open/first 30 seconds hook. Create a matching thumbnail prompt plus SEO package. Or rewrite this in a more investigative or psychological analysis tone. Just say the word. Write a cold open/first 30 seconds hook. Soft, restrained, and chilling. Designed to pull the listener in immediately without sensationalism. Cold open, first 30 seconds. It's just after midnight in a quiet hotel parking lot in Texas. The air is thick, the lights are harsh, and everything that's about to happen will be caught on camera. A man steps into the driveway. A car idles nearby. Within seconds, a marriage collapses, a life ends, and a single decision becomes impossible to take back. This isn't a crime planned in the dark. It's a moment of betrayal, humiliation, and rage, played out in full view. And when the engine finally stops, one question remains. Was this murder, or the moment someone lost themselves completely? If you want, I can tighten this further for YouTube Shorts, add sound design cues, or rewrite it in a more investigative voice.